Kanele FM, Sija Type Yo Shoma Shoma, Icona Man, 97.7 FM.
Hello there, our dear listener and viewer. I'm Stephen Nkoma, welcoming you to a very special interview today right here on Kanele 97.7 FM. We are hosting Citizens First President Harry Kalaba. Sir, thank you so much for taking time to speak with us on a very short notice to just share issues of importance to our great nation, Zambia.
Thank you very much, Stephen. I'm happy to be here on Kanele FM. I'm happy to be around Lundazi and to talk to the residents of Lundazi. You know, I was researching before I came here that no leader in the country has ever won State House without people of Lundazi agreeing that he should become president. So Lundazi is what defines Eastern Province to a very large extent. From what I have researched, Lundazi and Petauke politics determine where the province goes. So this is a very strategic place. And so we'll be here.
You have spoken about Lundazi and Petauke. A majority of our people are farmers. The cry now has to do with those that supply their maize to the Food Reserve Agency not being paid. Several statements coming from government. We have acquired a loan through the banks. We'll be able to pay them. Later on, a week or so, they're announcing that they still owe farmers over 5 billion kwacha. And farmers are not only complaining, but they're also looking at sustaining their farming next season. You as CF, what message do you have for the farmers here, in as much as important you consider them, like you have already put in your preamble?
Thank you, Stephen. You know, my heart is broken. My heart is heavy because iboma yatu clearly atilangiza ati sita nzelu maningi kulimi. It's the first time in 61 years of our independence that my farmers watu bakulisa chimanga kwa FRA, but up to now wambili wakadiwa pasandrama kuba FRA funso kuli boma bazali mabwanji bantu next farming season. Chifukwa manja hapa mvula ya kwa kudala nizoona nzoroka. Mvula kwa kudala kuna Lundazi. Manje ngati watu wakalipo na ndila, wakalipo kula fertilizer, wakalipo kula seed yao. Bazali maleti. Ndiye pali food. So clearly I bome atilangiza kuno that walibe nazo za ulimi. Walibe na nchito na ulimi opangona. Ndiye pali food pamili hapo. Manje bantu zangala bwanji manyumba. Bantu bazali mabwanji next year. Bazamanga bwanji manyumba yao. Njala manje yatigwela mu Lundazi. Njala yatigwela mu Eastern Province. Bankoma, you know, Eastern Province, there's a food basket ya ziko ya addressa. Ngati muona, olo tamine bali ma ni 40, tamine bali ma. Kulibe na price amushe, tamine government inafaka kama tobacco prices. Manje, ngati government kalipo ufaka ma prices mushe, wali mwa tobacco, na bende wakala discouraged. Isipamene tibu ya government. Tifuna ma farmers wakazila ndila ndrama zao ngati wagulise pa FRA on time. Bazala ndila bwanji. Isetiza making sure ngati mwalipila lero, ngati mwagulisa lero kwa FRA, mailo maenda kutenga ndrama zao. Ndrama ni zambili muno mziko. Manje boma yatu, sizi woyuzi na ndrama mushemushi. Wakaunda wanakwanisa bwanji 27 years. Wachiruwa wanakwanisa bwanji 10 years. Wamwanawasa 7 years wanakwanisa bwanji. Otikambe pali ba rupia panda 3 years. Wanakwanisa bwanji. Mama yako sata 3 years zokwanisa bwanji. Na mimi nachoka pa Edgar Lungu. Zokwanisa bwanji. Chifuka pamene nakantauza. Bezo faka nzelu manini kuli. I boma yatu sifaka nzelu kuli. Mena kama ma leaders bachiru bana banzao na bakaunda. Bezo tusandrama kuma mines. Bafaka mu agriculture. Isetika bwela zambo tusandrama kuma mining companies. Mambo faka mu ulimi. Chifukwa ulimi ndiye ziko. Ko pamba ulimi kulibe ziko.
Bakamba tubakwezeka mitengo ya mbeu kungankale kuchegwa bachetu wako kulipira but bagula bwino mbewu komanso kumbuyo kukwenzeko vuto monga yamene vipani vina unaveve benzokangika kukwanilisa kulipira balimi msanga. Maybe just your assurance that if you are given this mandate, things will be different. You have given an example of getting money from the mines and whatnot. Is that sustainable? Why is not UPND going the same direction?
UPND, Stephen, is not doing it because UPND has given tax holidays to foreign companies. UPND has also reduced the mineral royalty tax from 6% to 3%. What that means is that the resource envelope has been diminished, it has decimated. And because it has reduced, they don't have money now to pump in agriculture. Because Bakaunda is using and drama that mining companies to fuck more agriculture. That is how Bakaunda wants to sustain agriculture. Avanzatu, Bakana Evo, farmer and Buzone. Olomkambe Pankani yo Boza Kumtego Gumbeo. Major Bozeko Kumtego Gumbeo, like my farmers in drama, but the Bazawa Banda Mine and much reduced price. So it's a meant to realize tifuna ma farmers walandile fertilizer yao walandile mbeo yao on time kopambana na jokes. Bantu bavutika na matenda muno mu Lundazi yakutira bashita refer kuchika muno mu Lundazi kwenda kuchipata chikangiwa ndabachana chifuko walipe ndrama zopelekera kuja olo ma hospitals yatu lero muno Western Province olo in the hospital azakwa sabeba adoka zakole ndaja batindokula makwala manje makwala uzakola kwanje mu hospital ngati bakalipo kulipira ndrama zako za chimanga. How will you pay for your medicine? Vonse ivinto ndiva mine vapweteka vantu vato vavutisa ngako isameti kwela ngati yankala president chaka sameti kwela vonse votizavidi chikwa Eastern Province ifunika ngati kuli province yamene ifunika kulandila mbeo kulandila fertilizer on time ni Eastern Province chikwa kuno mvula imaloka na ma experts wanakamba ati kuno mvula ilo kama nyingi Central Province na ku Muchinga Province ndio kuli mvula maningi manje kamene kuli mvula maningi suma pasa mbeo on time kamene kuli mvula maningi suma likira ma farmers na ngaziko zaenda kwanje pasoko
Pametikamba, there is a story that has just surfaced. It has gone viral on social media where our farmers are sharing inputs in cups. Just yesterday, we posted a statement from the Eastern Province Administration disregarding that story, saying there is no such a thing happening. But we've seen them in Katete. These videos have gone viral. But they're brushing these things aside. Is there a better way of ensuring that our farmers can have these inputs? We have heard stories, FISIP being increased, FISIP to benefit these farmers, but we still have the same old story of people sharing in cups, people sharing these inputs in dishes. Is there an alternative in the CF way if that does happen?
Look, because if you look at the priorities that the CF has put up, we have put a lot of premium on agriculture, and we want to agree and work in line with the Maputo Declaration that 17% of national budgets in SADC must be on agriculture. Right now, agriculture has only received about 9% of this year's budget. Now that tells you that we have not put enough money, resources on agriculture. We want to put enough money on agriculture. We want to train more agriculture extension officers so that they can train our farmers new and effective ways of farming and therefore have the expected yields. But also, we want to open up fertilizer plants in this country. Yes, the UPND has tried to put up 1 or 2 fertilizer plants, but those are at commercial value. We want fertilizer plants that will act and behave the way the way nitrogen chemicals of Zambia was working, where farmers were receiving their fertilizer on time. And we think the population has grown, so we need to recapitalize NCZ. But also a place like Eastern Province, you need to have your own fertilizer plant here. Chifukwa bantu bambiri kuno kwatu farmers. Ngati mwafaka pa Chipata, mwafaka komene kuno ku Lundazi, mwafaka fertilizer plant to be easy for farmers to access it easily. And once they access it easily, it will enhance their productivity, it will encourage their morale, and Zambia naturally will produce much more, even for the region.
All right. Just the other day we saw the Vice President, Her Honor, Madam Talina Lumango, telling Zambians that they have worked tirelessly, they have reduced the price of fertilizer from over 1,000 to 750 kwacha.
750.
Yes, and then later on comes says, no, I didn't mean that. Just a reaction to that.
Ni majobs yaja. Chimila ngizana ati government's taking my farmers serious. In a farm where you see me, and I'm not a farmer out in Canada, but in farming. Farming is apart from politics. It's not politics farming. The second thing I do is farming. Malima soya beans, malima chimanga, malima beans. I think in the district there are not as many. There are many malimira kumilenge district. I'm one of those that are malimira. Need to understand my challenges. The many farmers are put Wana Lumango, siwazi wanakulima chimanga chone kabanja. Wamenda mugula mu ShopRite, wamenda mugula mu shops. Chifukwa chinto kumutu bevi. Sasa wenda kambi chinto apata bezako, futi mayalo akambatia istina kweze, sina kambeko soyine, masobe ya bati. Government amene sitanzelu, wamene bantu wafuna. Si government yosunga iyo mboma iyaye. Chifika tiwachose mboma. So ati ulimi ubweleni mwamene wenzeli. Wakaunda Steven, semeswana kaya 27 years. Kupambana akufaka nzelo kuli. Manje wakaunda wananga 27 years chifuko wakaunda wenze wanaziba. Ati muntu ni ulimi. Wakaunda wenze wanaziba. Eastern Province ni ulimi. Manje bevi babwela basowela ku ulimi. Elo muzani kuna forward bichani ulimi munapaya.
Mr. President, mwakambati ndimwe balimi. Na bebe abapobwera bezotuza sota. Ndine mulimi awe songa ngombe azazi babwino vavutira pati.
Vavutira pati chifukwa abanzeli be na plan. Elo ine ulimi amene kambapo nkulima chimanga. Nimalima chimanga monga bantu bakuno. Elo niziba bantu bakuno amene nzobwela baza mpita mwamwase moja from Lumezi mpita mroad moja bantu banalima 40 ya concept utalima. Maona. But koipeleka market valipe. Bantu bainayi chicho batandisa kuti. Manje bati wa president batu ngati wamene mubaziwe. Swama kamba bachange bebe.
Oh.
Yeah, baja manti ni pisa no pisa. A president batu amakonda vona manama. That's why mnaona ma promises yambira mene banakamba zakachita. So na vichite. Chifukwa chani chifukwa maboza nanyanja. Manje mwenye ngati ichokera kwa wakulu wa bomba. Abana kutikira mu bantu. So ine silima funa kusebenza kwa sababu muntu wosauka, muntu ovutika, munga farm, Afrika kumuuza cha change. Chifukwa ma farmers wamalandira ndrama zao once a year. Chifukwa cha hicho, government Afrika takonzero maningi kuwasunga mwisho wa farmers. Chifukwa iyo once yenga tsumba pasa ndrama pataya miaka yena, bakali mabwanje, basunga bwanje mabaka. Chifukwa hivi kulandira payslip ni once in a year. Wanalumangwa malandira every month. That's why when I TI fertilizer 750, mama TI zinakambepo so chimila ngizani masobela ya UPND government. The government sita nzelu kuli. Ni sanke ni next year. Ninkale president. After all Steven, neze nachoka number 3 muno Lundazi. Number 1 neze mameni maechesha muna kangiwa hapo. Number 2 wa Edgarungu. Ine neze number 3 muno Lundazi. So nifuna na futi Harry Kalaba sanga choke number 3 na futi muno Lundazi imwe ni paseni mpata ninkale president waziko ino ya Zambia ngati nankala president muno mziko muzawa na mamene uli mutakalika
Lundazi Chipata Road yankala ni story ndiko mimi mwapitira kuti naye chikumane pano kapena mwabwera ndeke
yeah ndeke nzako bakubwa chito
Museu no ngeka. This road is bad. and the stories that we are getting, they're working on it, know it to be done this and all that, it is completely something else. Others are now saying the Lundazi Chipata Road has always been a campaign tool. We've seen presidents winning votes here in the name of they are going to work on this road. When they come, it's a story from one to the other without tangible work being seen on this road. Do you have anything in the pipeline, if you are given that mandate, to solve this problem, maybe once or twice for all? Because we have seen this being worked, but does it stay for a test of time?
Chipata Lundazi Road.
Yes.
Chipata Lundazi Road is an economic road. Chifukwa Ford yachuka pamene road. Chimanga pamene road. Kapena sunflower pamene road. So it's an economic road. Is a different kashite increase agriculture mentibwe. Kushita increase agriculture ko pambana kusebenzela pa museo mangu amene Chipata Lundazi Road agriculture singaende pasokolo. Sapa peka kuna hii road ya Lundazi mwase Mpangwe, you know, yenda ku
Mwase Tembo
kuenda kumalapo ijana hivi road ifunga masebenzela. Why? Chifukwa moja muri farmers wa mbili manini is for citizens first. Takamba kuti ulimi ni number 1. Ulimi ngati number 1 go pamba na ma roads singakale mu ulimi. So ngati na kwela mukabiti, one of the major priorities that we are going to focus on is on road construction and rehabilitation. Basa ataweza usa bantu ine mkanisanga za segula Zambia bantu wezo shusha izata inaboza izata na wenye ngati kwenze muntu enzo kondesesa Eastern Province maningi ni maikosata enzo chita mungu achuka kamelo ku Eastern Province but eve chimbuya izana chitenga mosha maningi ijamini chanya dameni ngena na maningi. That's why mwana kuno Eastern Province almost every month ili kuno Eastern Province chifukwa bantu bako Eastern Province ngati mapanga nao chibwenzi mpanga nao chibwenzi supena kuselect down.
Okay.
So ninga museni ine kuti kuno Eastern Province I road nkabwera yevi za chitika.
Alright. Nkhani amene yafuta maningi pamene tikamba president ni nkhani yo chinja malamulo ya ziko. Tikamba pano kuli technical committee amene ilandira maganizo ya bantu ba Oasis Forum na benangu bezofuna kuti kapena bangaonese kusakondwa kwao with this particular process. They think it's not inclusive and several other reasons attached to that. What is your reaction in this particular aspect? Do you support the constitution amendments that the UPND is undertaking?
Masolera yajo naye. Masolera. Wakaende ichilema wakazinkala ko serious navingi. Imwe itikamba lero malaiti mu Lundazi nyo papatia. Imwe itikamba chokongapa pamene pa museo wa Chipata Lundazi Road. Imwe ndizo kwamba pa Chimanga mafarmers mkajua balipira. Ukalipiwa sebenza vonse hivi vintu. Wambo kama pa technical committee before my elections. Nikunkana no seriousness huko. Hello, method that we are using illegal. The whole country the whole country has said no to River Bill 7. But when we church we finish samaninga tipite. Chifuka funa bashite continue kwambo vutisa abantu. Kwambo load shedding ikashite continue ngatwangala president foot next year. Bafuna ba president ma farmers bakazivutika anso. Ma farmers basibe noziba. Ngati babwina ba president church na foot next year. Zakala west. Ngati family plan ngati mwalimayi no season. Bazangu kupita mangu 2 years kutenga drama zangu. Chifukwa hapa basi party zangu no party zangu mpaka ni drama chifukwa kwa my elections. After my elections babwela for 5 years by church. But so it's a technical committee. We don't support it as citizens first. We support the efforts of the Oasis Forum, and we are encouraging the Oasis Forum, including the Catholic bishops, the Catholic Church, which is part of the Oasis Forum. We are encouraging them to continue pushing, and we are with them. Not following behind, but we are working with them shoulder to shoulder.
Is Bill 7 stopping?
Bill 7 is brought in dead. Bill 7 is a dead thing. It's not even going to go anywhere because the people have rejected it. It's not going anywhere. Bill 7 will be defeated. Bill 7 will never see the day of light because Bill 7 does not represent the interests of the people. Bill 7 does not represent the aspirations of our people. Bill 7 is about massaging the ego of President Kanele Hichilema. Bill 7 is a document Mr. Hichilema wants to use to entrench himself into office. Ngati Hichilema vanasevenza. Ngati Hichilema because amazutasha akonda kuzitasha maningi. Ngati vanasevenza why vanimikila Bill 7. Chifukwa vaziva kuti kopambana Bill 7 palibe chake church next year. Manje afuna using Bill 7 akachita point vantu muja kutekeniko muja mu parliament wo sta increase mayezi vake konkala mpower wo kambatia elections apakapela sikunga kale wo ndiye method amene muja mutu mu president vaja. So Bill 7 tizayivomeleza tifuna ba HH bayichose Bill 7 bataenzelu kuchimanga bataenzelu kumagezi bataenzelu kuma farmers va 40 chifukwa vantu vakutika
ati va president vazonde wachifukwa cha mtundu kwamene vachoke.
You know kukamba vijana kamba president Hichilema inevanida kusa maningi
Muvazonda so
masindele bichani va Hichilema mu 2021 benze vanabwela kujiuza ina tisebenze nao manje muntu amene abwela mukuza tusebenze naye ni shunga muzonda vanabwela tisebenze nao va church ine navakanira chavo nakamba imwe leadership mulibe. Muntu aina leadership aoneka. I told him that and I'm on radio here and he's going to listen when I'm speaking like that. Mr. Hichilema with Gary Nkombo approached me wanting me to be one of theirs in government. Nakana nili opposition ine by choice. Manabwela bazofuna kusenzela pamozi kambo bazofuna kupasa na running mate bazokaba sembeisa ngaba minister but nenze nakana chifukwa nezoziva ati by church leadership balibe. President Kanele Hichilema is not a leader, he's a boss. That is why I said I cannot work with a man like that. I can't. Manje onana ngavutikisa bantu bavutika muziko muno monga bantu banapanga mistake yo endo votera ba church kuja ku akuno kwamene ku Lundazi ka Western Province. Chifukwa ngati kuli province amene yavutika maningi ku agriculture chifuma policies ya ba church ni Eastern Province amene. So kuli bapena abazonda ba church ise ni leadership yao amene stifuna leadership yao ya kutiteza taikana leadership yao yo pambana kuziva ati vantu vavutika ndame stifuna leadership ya boza ndame ntakana manje ngati vantu vakuuza ati una boza ungakamba ati ya isimuli konda chifukwa chokera kuchipata bado pia banda amene vashika kuno Western Province ndame no was forum nze inai vaimira varupia banda but varupia banda sipata kamba ati ya why imo vakatolika muni chitaso chifukwa njia ku Western Province Barupia banda just say don't unveil. Basata same mu 22. Ba kaunda same. Manje beji ba church. Ba Catholic church ba use muchabe. Ati behavior yanu siri motion ungazizile mekeza tia. Chifukwa nichokera ku Southern Province. Basazifa kama bantu ba Southern Province ma failures yao. Hauna masaina ba church. Does this sound with the people of Southern Province? It doesn't. So why does he want to be appealing to Southerners every time? So that they can feel pity for him? He don't govern a country like that. And Kanele Hichilema must stop. He must stop those politics of division. Bakaunda wanatsinga mwana muziko. One Zambia, one nation. Not my politics of division. I mean, it's very bad. Ine ni na a brother wanga first born Steven. Namufukila kuja kuzimba ku Southern Province anafela kamene kuja tamusa no musia. So ina my nephews na my nieces of Southern Province just like my wife comes from Eastern Province. So in one Zambia, one nation. Manje wewe, waita politics yaja ya kudala yaja ya ameza funika no funika saina kumutu tayakana Bill 7 tayakana olo walile bwanji try takana.
Then futhi wakamba ni wa commander in chief of the armed forces siwafuna blood iwaimilile mumanja chifukwa cha ndeo zamene zichitika na members katika mikuti cadres. We've seen it happen at the Patriotic Front Secretariat. We've seen it happen in Kabwe. Lately there has been quite a lot. A certain member of parliament was caught on camera saying cadreism is bad.
Michelo.
Yes.
Kasauta.
A few days later he comes to dramatically apologize without apologizing actually. He's never been condemned by the ruling party, not even the president himself talking about that.
Or talking
a
about
member
him.
of parliament is a senior member in society
Too much.
who should lead by good examples. The president has never denounced that particular act.
No.
The others are suggesting that some of the statements that President Hakainde Hichilema is issuing are somehow indirectly inciting the cadres to behave the way they have been behaving lately. Do you still share the same sentiments on what these people are saying, and even how the president has reacted to these issues?
I will tell you the truth that Mr. Hichilema does not keep his word. Mr. Hichilema is a hypocrite. Mr. Hichilema, if he was serious with fighting cadreism still, cadreism would have finished. But what he says away from the cameras, kamena makamba kwa kamera ni bina. Kamena makamba watu wa Hichilema ngati bali kamena kwa makamera kwa ni bina. That's why Michelo Kasauta, MP for Wengwa, maisha ichotoka ku Wengwa, anakamba cadreism is back. Bakapokola sana mwitanepo, bakaende sana mkalipilepo, chifukwa ndiye nango jabano wafuna baichechicha. Manje, ba PF panaluza power because of cadreism. HH azaluza power olo awononga UPND because of cadreism. Olo nayi mwabena msapota akaende Hichilema kuno Lundazi. Yayi, vintu ni forward. Vintu vinyangane forward kuno na problem tena kuno Lundazi like this. Ba HH banaenda mu leadership kuzishita chape support benebeka. Not that he is supporting all of us. So cadreism by UPND ili mu blood. Steven ngachukumbukira mapatizi ya formula banaleta manani mapatizi ya formula ija yo isinga mapanga ija yo paya banani UPND mapatizi ya formula ndio makamba kupia serikali kumusaka. Who was there? Ni UPND. Lubinda acting president wa PF banamu mmenya makofi na mambaba kuja ukabwe mandani ni UPND. Kulibe olo mozi palia anamangiwa kulibe olo mozi na leo manje ngachuka mpatika cadreism mwizonda tupasa kutabe kada umozi noti babili umozi chabe wamene munamanga chikoja cadreism kulibe nishimwaziva watate paka amwa wako ndavoka mpaka amwa but action walibe aba HH wanongazika aba HH batipeleka poipa
atukulibia opposition. President wazapita makapena wanga atikani kwa
zapitira party chifukwa kuno Lundazi ni ziraba cha kuipa kuno Lundazi. Wazapitira party mjipata wazagwa. Wazapitira party uchasefu wazagwa. Wazapitira party kumalambo soza kawina wa HH. Kulusaka, kukitwe, kuluwakula, kunode, kuliving kosi wakana. So funa nzio za wa HH. Manje za wina kuti. Wa HH ni wa one term president. Nishkwasira.
Pameli tifika kukosi zila maningi program yatu Mr. President. bantu bambiri bamakonda kumulinki ngani kuli PF mavuto yanaenze kuli PF yale bakala nao benze ba PF so sikuzankala vintu different bakaendo wina bakala kabasanka mukala ba president. How different are you going to be from the PF?
Iyo ndiye boza yo ipisisa
ati PF imwe in blood
iyo ndiye boza ndine president wa chipani cha Citizens First. Ngati mukumbukira nenze mu chipani chinangu mu 2021 pamene nenze nina Panama ine chili mu blood yanga nikuvutika kwa bantu ba Zambia ndichili mu blood mwanga elo ine nzeru zanga silingazonde ba PF ngati ba PF zokonda ma farmers ine nzeru zanga silingamba ba PF liboyipa ngati kozeli pe load shedding mungamentu wona load shedding nchachendi ine ma politics nambira mu PF nankala MP mu PF nankala minister mu PF so nina bazanga bambiri maningi mu PF chifukwa nina experience amene wa PF benzo running ya vintu na ma problems amene benzo wa PF amene benze nayo inanyaziva. That's why nikankala president nifuna pamene wanasihila ba Michael Sata panasihila ba Edgar pamene ine nikashite continue chifukwa of experience manje pamene wana mavuma wenya TI Kalaba na PF blood Kalaba abantu niwe kala ine nipwela pa kusogolera chifukwa nifuna unit nifuna batonga ba Kachokwe bangoni bachewa kuno imo batumbuka bonse tsenzele pamozi. That's why nibwela ine ndine ya wanu kuno zakisungani moshe maningi yanso
bantu bamene makumana konao pali ulendo bamuza ni maubwanja minyambwira nuko
banyuza tikala batavutika kuno kwati Lundazi kala batisakusanga pali president chifukwa iwe kala ozonani ma 2021 uzonachoka number 3 so manje kala apa chifukwa balungu bamwalira ali iko enga tisunge ndiwe Harry Kalaba inakambati naonga ziko inenza sebenza naye mukuno ku Eastern Province muno Lundazi tipeleke ziko yacho pasogoro chifukwa imwe kuno Lundazi chamene chifunika kuno kumitandizani imwe mundi mu bantu bampamvu chamene mulibe chabe ndi bantu bamitandizani so ine Harry Kalaba na chipani changa CF tufanzele pamozi imwe na ine
president tufunaniza bino zonse ziko mombogwera kuno kana
manje ba Steven kalipo nyerezo friend pasa bantu banga banamba yangu
palibe vuto
ninga bapase imo kuno ku Lundazi ngati mufuna okamba na ine chifukwa ise stifuna kapisila tifuna imwe ngati pamene nakamba pano mene simuna mbele mushi ova mene simuna shita understand mwanitumira phone namba yanga ine ni 0977 79 4129 0977 79 4129 tensebenzele pamozi mavuto yatu haya tiasirize Mungu andalize.
That's CF or Citizens First President Mr. Harry Kalaba featuring on Kanele 97.7 FM. I've been your host Stephen Nkoma. Thank you so much for tuning in. God bless you. Bye-bye.
Kanele FM, Sija Type Your Shoma Shoma, Icona Man, 97.7 FM.